Hello YouTube, and welcome to another general vlog video. We're still working on the greenhouse, but now we're going to make hydroponic buckets to grow cucumbers out of. So I'll just kind of give you a rundown. I went to Lowe's and asked them for mesh cups, and they said they didn't have them. Told me to go check Walmart. I went over to Walmart and checked. The guy there said, no, we don't sell them, but Lowe's does. I said, no, Lowe's told me they didn't sell them. And he's like, I know they do. I just bought some this morning. Actually took me out to his car, well, truck, and showed me in a Lowe's bag in the front seat was hydroponic net cups. So the person I got a hold of just didn't know what they were talking about. But anyways, so I decided to make my own. And I know they would be better to be 4 inches round, but I'm working in a 5-gallon bucket. So let me give you the rundown, then we'll do some work. So what I did is I went to Walmart and I bought these. They're called Twist and Lock. I didn't care the lock or anything because I'm actually going to cut that off. But I just needed the roundness. And so anyways, I'm new at this. So let me show you what it's going to consist of. We are going to have there's the 5-gallon bucket. Then we're going to have a lid. Then I'm going to drill a hole that this will fit down in. And then I'm going to cut the lip off of let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to cut the lip off of this, just because I want to. And I'm going to drill a bunch of series of holes for the roots to grow through on the bottom of this cup. Then I'm going to bore a hole into this and drop it down in there. I'm going to fill this up with water where this is about 1/4 of an inch on the bottom. See, you guys can't even see what I'm working on because I can't see what I'm working on in the camera at the same time. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyways, you don't want this fully submerged in water, only about 1/4 at the bottom. And then when my plants take off in my, the little root cup that you plant, that you buy them in or they come in, I'm actually starting mine from seed. I know I'm a little bit late, but anyways, let me get everything set up here and I will show you. But that's what you need. You need some type of a round cup. I guess it'd be square. I just wanted to cut a round hole, a lid, a bucket, and water, and your plant. So let me get a little farther along because I am new at this too. So this is a learning stage for me. But I'll bring you back and show you quite a bit on what I'm doing, and we'll go from there. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing here. I'm only going to do 2 right now. I got enough to do 4, and I think I can justify that in here. But I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm doing yet. So basically, I didn't like these little lips on there. I want this to actually sit kind of flush when it goes in. So I'm going to cut this lip off. And the way that I'm doing that is I'm taking my, I'm going to get in front of you here for just a second. I'm taking my DeWalt cordless angle grinder. And I got a blade in there. And let me try to get you back a little bit, and just like that, up just a hair. All right, so noise alert. So this is definitely something that you don't have to do. This is just me being me and worrying about things that I shouldn't worry about. And then I just take the excess plastic and I just kind of break it off. Now, another step that I did on the other cup, and I'll show you here in just a second. I'm going to go off camera for just a second here. Let me walk out here and find my sandpaper. I'm just taking sandpaper and just kind of lightly going over it. It's a rough grit. It's actually it didn't tell me. Might be like a 50 grit or something. Might be what that E50 stands for. But anyways, I just kind of sand it up just a little bit. So now, what I want to do, and we'll go ahead and do this on camera. let me come over here behind you and get one of these, because I think this is about the size of the hole that I'm going to need, which is right here. That's the piece that I just cut off. So let me find my hole saws, and I would hope that I would have a hole saw that big, but I'm going to almost guarantee you that I don't. And I do not see my hole saw kit. So that means, oh, there it is. Alright. So let me get my Milwaukee hole saw kit out. And I need to do a review on these things. I love these Milwaukee hole saws. Except for, gotta watch it because they have different ones for different people. Yeah, and I don't have one anywhere near big. Okay. So now, what I've got to do is I'm going to go and figure out about where I want this. So, let's see. Somewhere in here I have a green magic marker. Just kind of bear with me here for a minute. And I'm going to bring you guys up a little bit to where you guys can actually get onto the... All right, how's that? Is that better? For some reason it's not wanting to tighten. Maybe I got it. All right, so now I'm going to take this piece, and it's kind of flimsy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a new one that hasn't been cut off yet. And I'm just going to grab that. And I'm going to figure that I want it in between... Well, let's just take that off of there for right this second. Once again, I'm my own cameraman, and I have to go back and forth and make sure you guys can see. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do, I don't want it to be in that, and I don't want it to be into that. So it's going to have to be into that just a little bit. So now I'm going to go around and mark it. Isn't this fun? Hydroponics. Boy, I tell you what, that's really something. And then I'm going to take and, well, let's see, what do I want to do here next? I would like to find, I'll be right back. Just entertain yourself. Here, I'll give you something to look at. There, that's entertaining. Okay, I may have lied. Maybe that wasn't entertaining. Sorry. I was trying to be entertaining. So I went and got my drill. So let me grab a bit here. And it doesn't take much. Just something that a saw can, or a saw can run through. And I'm going to drill a hole through it. Now for this part, I think it would be better to be on the bucket. So I'm going to put it on the bucket. Yes, I got to put my funny looking glasses on. And I'm going to drill a hole. Wow. If you got a thin plastic bucket and a drill bit has a hard time going through it, you might need new bits, which I have. I just didn't get out. Okay, so now that we have a hole started, let me, well, here, I'll turn you guys around so you can watch, because there's nothing entertaining over there. See all that junk? I need to get these shelves straightened up. Let me put my hole saw kit back. And let's pick out our, I'm going to just try a jigsaw. Actually, I think maybe my DeWalt has a finer blade on it. And it does. So let me see what I can do. Now, I do know one thing that I should have done is maybe mark center and drilled a hole through that center. And now you guys can't see me again. Jeez, I'm going to fire this dang cameraman. I should have marked the center and then went through the bottom of it and cut from the back side. Would have been a whole lot easier, huh? So let me go up here, try to keep you on camera, and know my fingers are not in the way. which is fine until I get to right there. And then, actually, let me try something. Get that back out of there. Then get this one to go this way. And no, nothing's in the way. I stop the blade before I get another hold on it. Okay, now I'm going to try to get this blade out of there and get this cup back here again and lay it down and trace it on this side, which, like I said, we learn from our mistakes, right? Push it down a little bit and then you have a way to hold it perfect. And what I mean by that is, you know, where it's already cut, see, I can push that down. Put the cup in there, push it down, push it over towards the cut, and it should work out perfect. Or good enough. Alright, so now I can grab it, make sure that there's nothing behind it that I'm going to hit, make sure I'm not going to hit me anyway. Reinsert it, and I'm going kind of slow. Okay, let me get a better bite. Let the blade completely stop, and then I'll re-grab it. Let the blade stop, even though it's only about 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to let that blade stop. And there we go. Now, and like I said, this is the first time I've ever done this. So please bear with me. And one of you guys want to hand me the sandpaper, please? Oh, there it is. I had it anyways. Never mind. Thank you. Alright, I'm going to sand this down just a little bit to make all my edges look better. Don't let the, and I say this a lot, but don't let perfection get in the way of good enough. You know, this is just a little bucket. It's supposed to be fun. Don't spend 100 hours on it. Okay, so now that bucket's actually going to fit on there. And I can take my lid. Oh, and it fits great. I wanted it a little bit bigger because I want to be able to pull it out and check the root system. But it does not fall through. Look at that. I'm going to hold it from the back side. Look at that. Is that not great? So now I'm going to get out my new drill bits. And once again, I got to walk back behind of you, so sorry about that. And my new drill bits are, well, actually, they're right up above me where I was working. Oh, and there just went my welding helmet. So now I'm going to, I don't really know what size. I don't think it really matters. But I don't want huge. I don't want small. I'm going to go with this. And if you need to know, this is a 1964. So I'm going to grab that, put that in. I don't have any rhyme or reason for what I'm going to do. I don't know if I should drill the bottom of this or not. I'm going to. Let me hold on one second. I'm going to do some research real quick so I don't tell you great people wrong. Okay, so basically I didn't want to steer you guys wrong. So what I did was I typed it in on Facebook or eBay, and I looked at them. And if you look at this, I looked at 2 or 3 different ones. They do have holes at the bottom. They almost look like a K-cup for your Keurig machines, but I think these are a lot bigger. From what I've heard, most people are using 4-inch. I don't know what the measurement of these are, but I'm going to say maybe 2.5, 3-inch. But they're good enough because I'm working in a 5-gallon bucket. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go right in the center. Oh boy. And those things crack and do not drill. So, let's go, first off, there's other ways we can do this, and that crack is not going to hurt a bit, and I'm not going to worry about it, but let's start off with a smaller bit and see how that goes. Because I want you guys to learn with me. I don't want to make a bunch of mistakes. Just drilling a bunch of series of holes, and I'm going to put this down here where I can, kind of go at it a little bit better. I'm going to tell you right now that I would recommend, although, you know what, I have a great idea for the next one, but I'm going to recommend you guys just go ahead and order the cups. They're not very much. I think they were, what, you guys looked as well as I did. None of us remember, do we? Let me look. I'm sorry I'm in your way. They're $5.25. And they are 3-inch. And that's for 2 of them. So, I'm going to plug my soldering iron in and let it get very, very, very hot. Now, we're going to continue on this way with this one. This is the way we started. This is the way I'm going to finish. Well, at least I think I'm going to. And I'm just going to drill a series of holes in them. So, yeah, but see, each time I do, it cracks a little bit. Not each time, but more than not, it cracks. Maybe you could find like real Tupperware. Maybe that would do even better. I don't know. I honestly do not know. So we're just kind of making this up as we go. But I'm going to call that good enough. And I'm going to put this bit back. And that was a 5/32. You can use any size that you want. And then I'm going to put this back in my drill and see now what happens. Not bad. Not bad. It's better if you keep it going as you're going up to it. Yes, it did crack, but it hasn't ruined it yet. It does do a lot better if you go full speed with your drill. It does a whole lot better. Except for that one. Let's try something. Let's see what happens if you go backwards. Yeah, nothing. That would take you forever. Like I said, if I was you guys and you got it, time to wait, look at anything to do with hydroponics, which is like a pond and stuff. You know, people use this kind of stuff in a pond. So if they don't know what you're talking about when you say a net cup, just ask them, where are the stuff for your ponds? Where was the stuff for, you know, to make the ponds, to, you know, and look in that area. Like I said, that guy even showed me. Took me clear out to his truck. Of course, I'm sure Walmart probably didn't appreciate that. You know, this guy taking company time to go out there. But I sure did. You know, he did. He showed me. He's like, yes, they do sell them. So, one thing that I noticed that's going to be a problem is that I'm running out of room. Going in front of you again, excuse me. Is I'm going to take my angle grinder, noise alert. And all I'm doing, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. So basically all I was doing was getting the burrs off a little bit. So it'll still slide in and out of the pre-drilled hole that I made. And it still slides perfect. And I think that's good enough. We have a little thing with a series of holes in it. And our hole cut in the top of our bucket. We have our lid to the bucket. It's all, well, I put sand in it, so I got to clean the sand out, but it's all cleaned up. I want to paint these buckets because you can see them through the greenhouse, and since I'm right beside my driveway, I would like them to look decent. But there it is. There is a hydroponic bucket, and you know, when you get your flowers like a 6-pack, a flat, you know, you got 6 little ones in there. You know how each one of them's either square or round, and they're about that big around, about that long. And it's all the roots, and it's where your product is grown. You take that whole thing, and you drop it down in here. You don't have to add anything to it. Then you fill your water up to a quarter, which looks like it's going to be about to this line. Well, the lid ain't down all the way tight, but you can fill it, you know, take it out, fill it up until you get close, put this back in, and they say you want a 1/16 to a quarter of an inch. You don't want to drown the plant. Basically what you're trying to do is, you know, have the roots take hold once it gets mature enough, and they'll go down in. Do some research on it. Go check out Gardening with Leon, or I don't know if Daniel the Arms Family Homestead's done them yet or not, but go check out Gardening with Leon. It's amazing. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, anyways, that's it. I've got one more to do. I'm not going to drill my hole in over here. Let's see. We did, however, say we was going to try this. So I'm going to take this other cup and right there in the center. Oh, that does work. Oh, that does work. I think we might have it now. Let's go ahead and do some series of holes. Look at that. Now there's some smoke involved. I don't know if you can see that coming off of there or not. So you probably would be best to wear a respirator, but there's no nastiness around it. Let's do some on the side and see how it does. You don't want to push really, really, really hard. I'm only going to go up 3 high. Look, that absolutely turned out. Oh, don't touch it because it's hot. It'll melt, stick to you. Look how good that looks. I don't know if you guys can see that in camera or not, but that's awesome. So I'm going to continue doing this one. And since I've done this, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 holes in each one. So let me get all this done, and I'll bring you back and show you what I've accomplished. Okay. Well, I tell you what, it's amazing what you can learn if you try. I did all the holes in that with that. Took me hardly no time. That's just a soldering iron. And what was cool is it's the same identical size as the drill bit that I was trying to use. And I went ahead and I made 2 holes. Might as well. I could probably do 4, but I don't want to push my luck. So these drop right down in there, just like that. And we can tell which one looks better. Looks good, doesn't look good. So, and these will go right down on top of that. They'll snap down, and it'll be filled with water. These should both be the same. Oh, and I also on, I don't know which one. Actually, I can tell this here's got marker on top. This here, I cut this one from the bottom. Took a quarter of the time that it did to do that one. That's the best way to do it. Cut it from the bottom so your saw doesn't have anything, a lip that you have to try to get around. So there it is. There's one. So I have one more to make. I ended up doubling. I was only going to do one in each. Did two. I have the cups, might as well. So this is so awesome. So let me work on the other one, and I'll bring you back in just a second, and I'll show you both of them done, and then we'll go from there. Okay, and now we're done. Just like that, I have this one down here, and this one here, and I can honestly tell you by learning to cut them backwards from up, upside down like that, and melting them holes in there, man, it went 5 minutes. I was done. Maybe 6 or 7 minutes, but not much. It's so much easier to do this way. I like the way that they turned out. I'm proud of them. So I've got to go out here and get my other bucket. I actually have stuff in it for my self-wicking buckets. And I mean, it's hydroponics, baby. I mean, they say that you can grow. Now that I've got 4, I'm definitely going to I want to do 2 cucumbers. I think I'll do 2 cucumbers in one, and then I'm going to do, I don't know, they say you can do lettuce. If you look up what plants are good for hydroponics, it gives you all kinds of plants you wouldn't even think of. Maybe I'll do some strawberries. I think it said strawberries on there. So I'm going to look and see what strives on the best root systems, and we'll plant 2 somethings in there. You'll have to click that bell notification down below. Well, you got to subscribe first. And you got to like and comment down below and watch your comments because my 12-year-old helps me. And don't you like my hand? That's all you can see. Anyways, my 12-year-old helps me, so please, nothing rude in the comments down below. But then click that bell notification wherever it is down here because we're going to see what's going to grow in these. And we're also getting ready to do some self-wicking buckets. So this is because of Gardening with Leon. If you don't know anything about his channel, just type in on YouTube gardening, GARDENING WITHLEON, Gardening with Leon, and check out his. And you can even type in Gardening with Leon cucumbers or hydroponic or anything, and it'll take you to his channel and take you to what he's doing. It's amazing. I am so excited to try this. Anyways, it's real easy to do. Life's a garden, so dig it, baby. Anyways, there they are. Look at that. I have to paint them. The buckets. I'm not going to paint the tops. I like the color of the tops. But here's the reason. Because if you stand out here, you can clearly see, the buckets don't look that great. So I want to paint them before I fill them up with water and everything. And over here is going to be our self-wicking tubs. But look at that. Is that not awesome? That simple. And now we have a hydroponic system that we can do. Anyways, this is general vlog video. Working on a greenhouse. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Haven't we already went through this on this video? Anyways, please subscribe. And this is all because of Gardening with Leon. We've already been through all of that. Thank you, Leon, for making a video and showing me how to do this. And with a little bit of other research, I found out exactly how I wanted to do it. And there's my little plug cutouts. And it's awesome. It is just absolutely awesome. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you guys have a great day, an even better tomorrow, and an awesome night. That is the way that I want to say my outro. By the way, I mess it up on every single video. You guys have a great day. Goodbye.